Hi, I'm Robert Lee. I own Coleman Liquidation. I sell mobile homes. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm gonna tell it just like it is. These are mobile homes, not mansions. They come in two pieces. If that's what you're looking for, that's what I got. They're used. Some of them have stains. We cover that up. She decorates them. She sells them. These guys help me move them. A bouncer in Birmingham hit me in the face with a crescent wrench 5 times. And my wife's boyfriend broke my jaw with a fence post. So if you don't buy a trailer from me, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. So come on down to Coleman Liquidation and get yourself a home. Or don't. I don't care.
Job, don't tip the food guy for a $180 order. They don't tip him not even $1, and I call it cheap. They get mad. They be like, "Wow, because they're Jewish, motherfucker. You just tip $0. That's why, not because you're Jewish, motherfucker. I would call you cheap. I would call you cheap if it was an Arab that did that.
That's crazy.
Yo, they tip nothing, yo.
Damn.
Yo, I'm telling you, Niz, they your type of people, bro. Y'all live tip free.
No, I tip. I've been tipping.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I tip. Yeah.
Yo, I remember when you used to not tip. Used to like, fuck.
Yeah, I ain't had no money.
We used to be like, yo, let Niz go get the food. This about the exact change. How much was it? 38, 10, 15, 16. There you go, 38, 16. Everybody's there.
I ain't had no money.
No, he didn't give a fuck.
Like, can I get my change? Can I get my change back? Like, yo, how much you need back? All of it.
All of it. All of it. Kind. I'm in the bond, bro.
That's the worst part when I had to do that. That was awful. Got my change back. That was.
Chew. Welcome to the Three in the Chamber podcast. Today's the 23rd of January, 2021. Yo, man, we're about to take you through another hour or so of some of the topics that or some sports related things, and of course some of the things that matter to us. I may have some distractions today because I'm not in the cave, and of course my dog wants to pick now to eat and drink and slurp while I'm in the middle of my podcast. So, we'll see how it goes. Hold on, real quick.
Oh,
Hey, Coco.
Oh, what's up, Coco? What's up, Coco?
Hey, Coco.
Oh, hey, what's up, Coco?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm dealing with as of right now. She waits until now to want to eat. So, but either way, and like I said, man, we're gonna take you through some of these things and whatever. Of course, we have huge games coming up this weekend. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pulling for my man Dave over here. You know what I mean? NFC Championship game is gonna end our night. Obviously, at 6:40, I think, Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, with the Bills taking on the champions.
That's deservedly the more anticipated matchup of the two, right? The Bills. People want to see Bills and Chiefs, but they don't want to see Bucks and Packers, right? I mean, the Packers and Bucks. You guys, like, who you taking?
I think I'm gonna go Packers, yo. I think
so
don't know.
too.
There's a lot of reasons.
They got the better
don't
run
get me
game,
wrong. There is a lot of intrigue in that game, because remember, if Tampa Bay wins, they'll be the first teams to ever represent going to the stadium that they actually play in to play in the Super Bowl, because that game's in Tampa. So there's some big stakes in that game too. People are interested in that game, even if not only for just that reason. You know what I mean? So it does have some intrigue there, but no, nothing is more intriguing than Bills Chiefs. And a part of it is I'll be honest with you, because of how good the Bills have looked in spite of it all. They've played ugly, they've played spectacular football, they've won.
With no run game, yo.
Correct.
With no running game to speak of. Our quarterback is probably
Your quarterback is your run game pretty much, right?
He is.
He is.
Here, we're gonna
Usually
put 5 guys
rusher
out here. You don't see any of those 5 guys open to run.
No.
That's the offense, yo.
So I give a lot of credit, man. I give a lot of credit to the Bills organization and how they've managed to turn this thing around, man, in like 3 short years. Like it's just gone up and up over the last 3 years since they got since they got
Hold on
Josh
one second,
Allen.
guys.
Yep. So
Yeah, 3 years.
but anyway, we're gonna get into that, and of course, like I said, over this past week, obviously, we did have our president-elect go from president-elect to the actual president of the United States. So big shout out to our president, Joe Biden, and of course, our vice president, Kamala Harris. But amidst all of that, of course, the internet is always undefeated. And there are some memes that have been heavily going around in regards to Bernie Sanders. And Bernie has definitely gone viral in the last 48 to 72 hours since the inauguration took place. So we're going to get into that. And a lot of the memes have a little fun with that because it's hilarious. And our meat and potatoes of the show is going to be the racial stereotypes. So, there's always these stereotypes about, even if
not even racial. They're not even so much. Why are they? I mean,
yeah, they are because
every stereotype I know involves race.
Stereotype is pretty much racially driven for the most part.
Or sex.
We can
or
call them
sexist.
stereotypes. Yeah, we can call them stereotypes. Obviously, women are bad drivers. Those are like stereotypes that don't have anything to do with race, just more or less.
Sexist.
Sexist, sexism and things of that nature. But I remember an episode on what was it called, the Chappelle Show, where it was like Puerto Ricans are lazy, Michael. We're gonna get into things of that nature and beyond, obviously, and attack some of those stereotypes. Hopefully, we don't get canceled.
Not lazy. I'm not lazy only sometimes.
Exactly. Dave is like a quarter Puerto Rican, so like he's like
half.
33 and a third, or half. Okay, half Puerto Rican, and then the other side is like all over the place. So there you go. So it is. But just guess what? That's the you, me, and everybody else around here, whether they want to admit it or not. Ain't nobody 100% pure nothing. Let's just be clear on that. We're all mixed with some other stuff. I'm mixed with whoever my slave master was, and whenever master wanted to come in there and get some, he got it.
That's where you get that. That's where you get that phone voice from.
yeah. Word up. Exactly.
Yo, have you ever done I wanted to do Ancestry.com because I wanted to do that.
Nah, I was thinking about it, but it's too much money.
Yeah,
not too much money. It's not. It's not overly expensive, but they ain't got something that I need to know.
I'm not interested enough. And our last topic, obviously, to round out everything, is going to be how to party virtually for the big game. As you know, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. That clearly, obviously, even though it doesn't feel like it, the numbers are worse than they've ever been. And, obviously, even as they roll out the vaccine, the numbers are continuing to obviously go in the wrong direction because, again, we're Americans. We're going to do what we got to do. And we're I think more or less now learning to just cope with the fact that we're going to lose people more so than what we were doing initially when this thing started back in late February or early March or mid-March, I should say, when everything
it's
got
like a
shut
true
down
bend but don't break mentality. That's pretty much what we have to adopt. Yeah.
Correct. So we're at this point in time,
we have acceptable casualties, and that's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just really just surviving the situation at this point in time and just saying, hey, this is what it's going to be. We have no control over it, and that's just what it is. So we're going to kind of talk about how to party because the Super Bowl is a huge deal, and I know, like I said, if by chance the Bills make it out of the Super Bowl, it's going to be a huge deal for the people on this side of the equator rooting for my man Dave over here. And obviously, that's a big thing. And even though it's 2021 and coming off the heels of 2020 and everything or whatever. And it's funny because I resort back to something that you said on one of our previous podcasts where you met a guy in 7-Eleven and he talked about the Bills winning because it was 2020 and all of that good stuff. If that was to really go down, boy, would that be crazy.
Yeah, that comment would not age well.
No, I'll be honest with you though. I don't think it matters. The way that I feel like the Lakers deserve the credit that they got for winning the championship in 2020 is the same way I feel like anybody that completes an NFL season with all of the COVID and everything that's been going on. I think it's an even bigger achievement than any other Super Bowl that's ever been played because this is unprecedented times that we've never been through and that we've never had and every team was affected by this. You weren't a team. There's no team that didn't go unscathed with COVID. So at this point in time, everybody was playing from the same disadvantage. Certain people were hurt a little more than others, but at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, it is what it is. So we'll segue into all of that stuff, and we'll start with the AFC and NFC Championship game now. I'll let my man Dave take the floor because I know he's got a lot to say.
Yep. So first off, is there any doubt, regardless of Patrick Mahomes' condition, that the NFL does not allow him to play?
Oh my God. I wanted to say that so bad. I didn't know you were going to start there. You are my man, dog. They got him.
They do not want to see Josh Allen versus Chad Henne.
No,
not in one of the 3 biggest games of the year, yo.
He could have been at practice with cross eyes, and they would have been like, yo, he good.
Cockeyed.
Hey, what's Patrick Mahomes doing? He's over there baking a cake, walking around with his pants down around his ankles. That's all right. He'll be ready for Sunday. Get him out there.
Come on, man.
They will hire a doctor. Yeah, they will hire a lot of doctors and get the first one that says yes. So
we already knew that they was definitely getting him on that field.
So no question.
That being said, I think the biggest question is even without the concussion issue. But coming off a concussion, they say you're mass susceptible to another concussion. All right, now you're going against one of the hardest hitting defenses in the league.
What I was thinking? That's what I was thinking. Knock your ass out.
Not on top of that, but he's also playing with a foot injury.
Yes. Yeah. He's hobbled a little bit.
This. And cold. Let me tell you something about injuries and cold weather, yo. Like, just from my experience playing, when you outside and that ground is hard as fuck, yo, and you're injured, everything you do is amplified. Every bit of pain you feel is fucking amplified, yo. They say it numbs the cold. It does not, yo. No, the harder that ground is, the more your injury hurts, yo.
Yo,
especially
I'll be
when
honest
it's a
with
foot
you.
Injury.
If I'm the defensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills this weekend, the minute we start that game, I'm probably deferring anyway to the Chiefs. And I know that can be a little dangerous at times, but I'm deferring to the Chiefs and I'm gonna let them get the ball first. I'm coming after him early and often.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna sit on routes, and I know they got receivers that are able to get open very quickly.
Well, the only thing I like, man, I like the matchup of Hill and Tre'Davious White. I like that because I think Tre'Davious White pound for pound can hold his own against any receiver. He's gonna get mossed every once in a while. No corner goes without getting mossed every once in a while, but he can limit Hill. He can scare Patrick Mahomes off of Hill, yo. Not a lot of quarterbacks. I don't give a fuck if your name is Patrick Mahomes. Nobody wants to throw out Tre'Davious White. I'm sorry.
I would put him on Kelsey.
Who, White? Nah, bro. Nah, man.
And put one over the top on Hill the whole game.
Nah, I think we got the safeties that can bracket Kelsey. Safeties Hyde and Poyer could take care of Kelsey. I need White. I need Hill neutralized. That's what we need.
I was reading this article.
Slow down, yo.
Yeah, I was reading this article yesterday about this certain formation the Chiefs go in. Well, it's Trips on one side and Kelsey by himself on the left.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's scary. It's like unstoppable.
It is. I mean, look, listen. Again, what we're talking about here is probabilities. You're not shutting the Chiefs' offense down. The only thing that's going to shut the Chiefs' offense down is if Mahomes really is not healthy like they're saying he is, and he can't get the job done. But even in spite of that,
keep him off the field.
Yeah, but Chad Henne was still very, very capable of stepping in and doing an admirable job to finish that game off. But I don't think he gets through an entire game. That's why I feel like they need Mahomes. Now, here's my thing. Yeah, I know, I got you. But in regards to what was it? Hill. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, it's going to be hard to hold him for an entire game. He's going to get off. My thing is blitzing creates sketching, like skittish in the pocket. And I think with the injuries that you alluded to earlier when we started this are going to hamper him and make him very uncomfortable with. He's going to want to get the ball out quick, and that's why you should be sitting on routes. Like, blitz the hell out of them. Don't allow them to get the ball down the field. And again, because of that foot injury, some of them throws are going to be inaccurate. I know how good Patrick Mahomes is, but I'm telling you, he's a little more hampered than they're going to let on. And you need to test it early and often while you have the ability offensively to get back in the game, regardless of the fact if you find out that, okay, he is healthy enough and he is going to be able to make all the throws. You need to test that early because all it is it's a jackpot for y'all. Because at the end of the day, remember, and this goes back to a Madden adage. I always want to take all my risks early by giving the ball up first, because I can get that last possession and get the ball at halftime and get those two back to back if it works out for me. And you can make the clock work in your favor that way. So look, I'm testing him early and often, and if I get burned, then we know, all right, we can't do that. But I'm testing it, yo. I'm coming. I'm coming early and often, yo. And I'm sitting on routes and saying, hey, you gonna have to get it out early because we coming. So,
I mean, the Chiefs can be beaten. I mean, we've seen teams against them last year in the playoffs blow big leads, like the Texans and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Bills ain't gonna do that because they can score points. So if y'all jump on them early, like Jay said, y'all should be good.
You got it, man. I'll put the call into the defensive coordinator. We'll get this popping, yo.
Yeah, and yo, remember, man, Baltimore was the stiffest defensive test that y'all were going to face the entire rest of the way if y'all continue on. There's no other defense that's going to be better than Baltimore's defense that you face this year. That's remaining in the tournament, as far as I'm concerned. So, and you got out of that 17-3. And again, I mean, yeah, there were still extenuating circumstances, but I never felt like Baltimore was going to win that game after it got going. You know,
I never felt Baltimore was going to win that game, even when they won their first game. It didn't matter who was coming out. I knew we were going to be here, yo. I told you I was mad confident.
Yeah, I felt good about Baltimore going into the game. After the game got started, I was like, damn, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong as hell. So
what's your prediction for the game, yo?
Pain.
Nervousness.
Yo, I know you scared as hell. I'm telling you.
We're kind of undefeated in the AFC Championship.
I'm about to say.
So, that's true. That's true.
He's got no reason to be nervous about this game.
And the last time we faced the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, we bust their ass. They had Joe Montana. Beat their ass 30-13. So.
Yeah.
Montana ain't Mahomes, man.
He was that year. He was that year for the Chiefs.
That's true. Yeah,
shit. But yeah, man. I'm thinking, yo, we steal it, yo. I'm thinking we steal it late. It's gonna be a close ass game. It's gonna be a fucking dog fight. I think we pull it out. But I think Mahomes is gonna be hampered by this injury way more than what people are saying. Like Jay said, yo. Like,
I think they're hiding.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it on Sunday.
I think they're hiding it, yo. And I mean, they could be doing a good job of either hiding it and maybe saying, okay, well, you know what? Nah, he's good, but we're gonna make you think, you know. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that there's a little bit of a chink in the armor, and to be honest with you, that's all the Bills are gonna need. They're confident.
Yeah.
They're confident. They're confident, and not only more importantly than the confidence that they have is they're capable. Like. That's the part that's scary. Like, you can be confident and not really have the tools and the necessary resources to get the job done. The Bills have that.
Yeah.
They have the resources.
No, we don't think we're missing. Like I said all year, the only thing we're missing is a run game, man.
It hasn't worked. It hasn't bothered you all year. So I'm not worried about that at this point. Again, the threat of Josh Allen running is enough to manufacture a running game more so than, again, they're scared of you throwing the ball. They're scared of his arm right now. His arm.
I think our first 14 plays against the Ravens were all passes, yeah. Straight up. I think 10 of the 14 plays we ran were out of 5 wide sets.
Craziness.
I mean, Diggs been unstoppable all year, and I don't see that. Yeah. I don't see that changing tomorrow. Yeah. So they don't got no answer for him. They don't.
So you think you got us going, Tom?
I bet on y'all, so I hope so.
Yo, are we the dogs?
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, you dogs.
How many points, Jay?
Let's see. What are the odds here?
I forgot. Y'all definitely dogs though, for sure. I just don't remember how many points it was.
3. Kansas City -3. So they expect it to be close. They expect it to be close. And let me tell you something. The money line isn't worth me betting it. That's the messed up thing about it. It's a plus 120 for Buffalo. That ain't worth the bet.
It's not.
I'll keep my money in my pocket for this one and just watch it and enjoy it. Because I ain't gonna lie, me betting Buffalo is me more or less betting against Dave. Because that means that I'm a
Maybe I should put a big bet on the Chiefs.
I mean, yo, I would if this is me in this position, I do this all year long with the Cowboys. Like, yo, I'm gonna win one way or the other. I'm gonna win a lot of money, or I'm gonna win the game and be happier. So,
True.
Yeah. No question.
Okay. How fast can I sell my car? I need steak.
No. Please
I want to
don't.
go that far from Buffalo now. Come on.
All right, fellas,
Yeah.
we're gonna move on to Bernie Sanders and the meme fest that is him. And we'll of course I'll be posting throughout
the gloves.
The mittens. They ain't gloves.
Mittens, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, they have mittens on. Yeah,
no, but
mittens.
I'm saying, that's the reason that's driving this meme. All he was doing was just sitting there observing social distancing in the cold.
He just looked like he was in pure disdain for everything that was going on because,
Isn't it every old dude who out in the cold in pure disdain?
Probably.
I'm in pure disdain now when I go outside the cold.
Yeah, me too.
But but they are roasting him, yo. I have seen some truly funny shit, yo.
Yeah.
What are some of the craziest ones you've seen, yo?
The craziest one I've seen, I posted in our group before with Melania Trump leaving Air Force One off of the plane, and she's got the silk print Bernie Sanders mittens and stuff on her dress. Her dress has this ain't a cartoon shit. It's not a cartoon version of it. It's the actual picture, and it's sewn into her fabric of her dress.
Yeah, damn for real.
Wow.
That looked like she got that done by the sweatshop on Air Force One. Like they had some Chinese people sewing and knitting while it was on the plane going to Florida. Like that's crazy. Like, yeah, that was the craziest one for me. Now Bernie Sanders, again, like I said, is a guy who I mean, I'm sure is upset because how many times has he run for president now? Is this
twice?
Second?
Twice.
Yeah, twice. So two times Bernie Sanders has run for the highest office in the land. 2 times he's been defeated, obviously, or not even made it out of the. Did he even make it
dropped out.
He's really been taken seriously, I think, due to his age, yo. He looks a lot older than what he is, but. I
mean, Bernie is 80 years old almost. I think he's like
younger than Biden, I think, though.
Yeah, Biden is
Yeah, Biden's 78.
Or
no, Biden's 78.
Okay.
So he's a year older than Joe Biden. Biden just looks a little more younger as far as his demeanor is concerned. But hey, it is what it is, man. Look, it made if anything, it made the country laugh a little bit.
Well, you see what he did, right? You see what Bernie Sanders did with this shit. He's now he now directed his website to make these shirts with his picture on them.
Yeah, and donate it to charity.
All proceeds go to charity, yo.
Yeah, smart.
So I mean, he's a good sport about the shit, yo. But I don't know. It's just funny. They're putting him everywhere, yo.
Yeah, they're all over the place, bro.
Like remember National Lampoons? The first National Lampoons movie where they put the grandmother on the car. They had his ass sitting on top of the car. They had him as Professor X. Standing with the X-Men and shit.
Obviously, we were sitting with the
I
X-Men.
just seen some wild ones, yo.
Yeah.
They had him as a chair umpire at the fucking US Open. Like sitting in the fucking chair up there. Like
I didn't hear about this meme until I put it in the chat. I'm like, what is this?
It's nuts, yo. I didn't think Manna knew about it because Manna don't like read the news and shit, but she sent me a meme the other day of it. And she was like, look, he's in my shop. And she did a picture of the shit, putting him in her shop, yo.
Wow.
I was like, damn, now everybody's on it. Now they have a meme generator, a Bernie meme generator.
They should
put it wherever you want.
Apparently that sweatshirt is all sold out too.
Yeah, that fast like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
who was it that put that tweet in there that was like, motherfuckers will put Bernie Sanders anywhere except for the White House.
But in the White House, yeah, John. That was John.
John.
That I'm sorry, it was hilarious, yo. Big shout out, man. To like I said again, man. It just feels different out here in these streets right now, knowing that certain people are no longer in office, and we can get back to having our politics dirty in the background instead of out on Front Street, like Dave alluded to.
Yeah.
You know, look, we all know politics is dirty. I'm not saying that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to change anything. It's business as usual. But I like regular business as usual, not this nonsense that we've dealt with over the last 4 years. So, and again,
speaking of which, man, hold up. This is a good segue, Jay.
Go.
This is a good segue into the next thing. You just said politics is all corrupt. Is politics all corrupt?
No.
All politics?
I didn't say all. I just said politics. You know, again, like I said, because
there is kind of like a blanket statement.
All right, yeah, somewhat. All right, so maybe not all politics are corrupt, but at the end of the day, a lot of it is like from the standpoint of where we sit as laymen, we don't feel like we make that much of a difference, do we? I certainly don't.
No.
You know, I know one voice is a lot of voices collectively, and again, like I said, it all makes a difference when we all put our voices together, which we see, because again, we were able to fight off the evils that wanted to get Trump back in office, and that you know, that didn't happen. So again, like I said, I know I'm telling on myself at this point in time, but I don't care at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for Trump, and I never voted for Trump. I didn't want to vote for him. I didn't want to vote for him or Hillary Rodham in 2016, but I ended up voting for her because I just didn't want him.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a damn shame, man, when your politics comes down to the lesser of two evils all the fucking time.
And I don't even like saying that word because I hate it, but that was the truth of the matter or whatever. It was really a situation of, do I really want him? Because this guy knows nothing. I feel like he makes our country look like foolish, like
clowns.
Yeah, it was a clown situation, and it hurt my soul. I remember, like waking up that next day, finding out that this man was literally going to be the president, and still the grace and the respect that he was shown by our former president before then, which was Barack Obama, to transfer that power so gracefully and with such class, and then to see 4 years later how this man decides to leave the office should prove to all of you Trump supporters that either you have no class or that this is okay. Like, this is the America that you want to live in, where we just absolutely just like shit on people and not care about, the fact that having some sort of class and some sort of validity to be able to handle ourselves a certain way. And that's fine, because certain people don't have class and they'll admit to it and they have no problem with that. But that's not the America I want to live in. So, there's something about grace and dignity and things of that nature. And it's funny because it leads me to a point of how bad these people hated him. Do you remember when they laid Senator John McCain to rest back in 2018?
Yeah.
Trump was not invited to that funeral. Do you want to know why he wasn't? Now, of course, Trump and McCain never saw eye to eye. They had their issues before he even ran for president. As a matter of fact, I think Trump said he wasn't even a war hero.
Yeah, he took that old Chris Rock joke and used it for real. Like Chris Rock made that joke, and that shit was funny, but it was offensive. So when you're saying it as a joke, it was funny as shit, right? Yeah. But when you're saying it to a real fucking person who really enjoyed a POW camp, dude, that's fucking distasteful.
That's messed up. You don't
so
say
distasteful,
shit like that.
Bro.
It's distasteful as hell. And this is the man that was voted into the presidential office for 4 years. We had to deal with a man who would say something like that about somebody who absolutely is a war hero. He's a war hero.
Not only that, but this is also a dude who, even before we voted for him, was out there making fun of a crippled person.
Correct.
It's just like, this is
correct.
He had a pageant where he walked through the locker room where a bunch of teenage girls were getting dressed to inspect the goods, as he said.
Yeah.
And we elected this man president, bro. Like, what stupid
ass? Not we.
Out there
they did.
Shit.
Well, again, you say they. Okay, they. Because now it's a they.
No. Actually, I apologize, Dave. You're absolutely right. Because guess what the first words of the Constitution say? We the people. So we did elect them, but it wasn't my vote. My vote didn't elect him. If my vote was the deciding factor, he wouldn't be in office. So, but yeah, I mean, again, like I said, from the Bernie memes are hilarious. And I keep them coming because I'm telling you right now, the internet is winning, boy, at all times. And I guess we'll move on from there, and of course get to what we call it, the meat and potatoes section.
Nah, but before you move on, I'm glad we talked about this because you notice how now, ever since Biden got elected or got inaugurated, and now we're all laughing at a Bernie meme. It's just like everybody just let out a breath of relief, and now we can have fun again. Like now we can like look at stuff and laugh. Like
no, I was laughing at memes before this, to be honest.
Oh, me too. But now it's like
I didn't let Trump to fucking determine my life.
Yeah,
well, from a political standpoint, political memes really were. I mean, again, some of them were funny as well, but a lot of them were just off the heels of some weird and crazy nonsense that Trump tweeted out. Now that we don't have to deal with that for at least a short time, I don't know. Yeah,
2 years. So the next Senate races.
Well, we don't have to deal with that for now. So I mean, I'm good with that. But no, I agree. I mean, again, it was a way to just kind of release and let go, and the fact that Bernie Sanders could, make fun of himself,
exactly.
Yeah, and turn it into a good shit, turn it into a good cause, yo,
and make money off it. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy because we it's almost related to like what LeBron did in 2010 with the decision. We kill these athletes for all these moves that they make. James Harden wanting out of Houston and all this stuff. LeBron just wanted out of Cleveland when he wanted out of Cleveland, but
but you know what, you know what?
Free agent. Right to make his decision.
This could be a discussion for another podcast. But I always said, you could be a free agent, you could leave, but I shouldn't find out the same time that your team owner finds out.
No. I mean, I agree with that.
That's the only problem I had with that was the disrespect. This dude drafted you. They paid you. Yeah, you play ball for them and shit. Obviously it's a symbiotic relationship, but have the respect. Don't burn your bridge. Have the respect to be like, listen, man, I just have to go here, and then come out and do your decision show.
No, like you're right.
To floor your owner like that, like just by the way, you're gonna find out the same time Dave in New Jersey finds out.
I forgot about that, yo.
For real, that was my big. Before that, I was a big LeBron fan. I was like, holy shit, like I still am. Like he's still arguably the greatest basketball player, second baby basketball player of my generation, besides Jordan, of course. But I always looked at that as a classless move by him,
I agree. I agree. So, look, again, the country hopefully is going to heal a little bit. We can put some of this disdain behind us from the last 4 years and everything and move on to, bigger and better things or whatever. We never know. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that they're the answer, but they're definitely not what we've been dealing with for the last 4 years. And that's good enough for me.
Yeah, true.
All right. So y'all ready to move on?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Stereotypes.
Whether racial, careers, guys.
whether racial, whether religious, insults from uncomfortable truths. Who wants to start?
All right, so I'll start because I'm the one who actually came up with this topic. Oh my god! So the reason why I came up with this topic was because, again, it was coming from the inauguration. This whole inauguration. During the inauguration, I don't know if a lot of people know this. Garth Brooks, who did not play at Trump's inauguration in 2016, so this should have come as no surprise to any country music fucking fan anywhere that he was not a Trump fan. All right. Garth Brooks, for all intents and purposes, from all I've known him to be, is a stand-up good dude. You know what I mean? He's not just a singer, he's a philanthropist. He tries to help people, he preaches unity. So when he hears a candidate come out preaching unity, of course he's gonna come out and want to do a show. I don't think it had anything to do with just getting a check for Garth. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he had the opportunity to do 2016 and he turned it down. At any rate, I started noticing immediately after that, and I mean within minutes, the internet lighting up, Twitter lighting up with all his fans, backlash. Oh, how could he turn his back on us? It's betrayed. And it got me thinking, man. Any country music fan that I've ever met in my life, and I have a few in my family from my mother's side, that were like, they're all in Tennessee, Kentucky, stuff like that. The country music fans are also Trump supporters. I'm like, so anybody who's probably listening to like some Garth Brooks or I don't know many country artists, Congo Twitty, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Any country music artist, I don't know.
Conrad Twitty,
Conrad, whatever the fuck, whatever his name is, yo. Sorry,
Shania
Mr. Twitty.
Twain.
Sorry, Mr. Twitty. Shania
You
Twain,
said
stuff like
Congo
that.
Twitty.
Yeah, anything with a country music. I'm like, yo, these people got to be Trump supporters. And to me, over the last
Randy
4
Travis.
years,
Oh, he was the man.
I've lumped Trump supporter men with the word racist now, because to
Mhm.
me the two are not interchangeable.
They're not far
Like
apart.
you can't root for this man and not be a racist.
Right.
It's just you can't unless you're saying he's a great businessman, which then you're a fucking idiot because he got filed for bankruptcy so many fucking times. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
He's had over 4,000 lawsuits, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I started lumping those in, and I'm like, yo, do y'all think? I know I'm intelligent enough to know that somewhere out there there's a guy who loves country music that did not agree with fucking Donald Trump, that voted Democrat, but he still likes country music. But is it now a stereotype that country music people are known as Trump supporters or racists?
That's a stereotype. That is.
That is. Has it? It's always been, right?
Well, look at Jimmy Butler from the Heat. He is black and he's a country music fiend, and he's not a Trump supporter.
Yo, he read my mind, yo. I was gonna pull that up, yo. Hey, and he's not a Trump supporter.
He's just a country boy from Texas. That's it.
Right. So to a normal person, to y'all, if y'all walking up a street in a, let's just say, a predominantly country neighborhood, we'll just call it a country neighborhood, and you see some white dudes bumping country music riding up in a truck,
I'm gonna be a little nervous.
A little cautious, right? Just tad, right? Just tad cautious, right? So, I was thinking,
but it's the same way a white person would be if I'm riding through their neighborhood bumping gangster music, talking about fuck the police. They shielding their kids. They like, yo.
Yeah. Because I think this whole world operates on stereotypes, and nobody wants to admit it. But
I agree.
They do. It does.
Yeah.
And I want to go do some other stereotypes that I found to try to almost be on the true side of shit.
Go.
It's gonna be a long list.
This is gonna be a long list, bro. I'm just gonna give a real quick story. For the last 10 years, I've been working for Jewish-owned companies.
Silly girl. Oh, don't say that part.
The Jews, no.
You gotta bleep that later. That's so offensive.
Delete that. You might, so
Crown Heights story.
Yeah, that's so offensive now, yo.
Okay. So that being said, just like any other place in the world, all right, these places order food to the business for lunch.
Yes.
I cannot say. Now, I am 42 years of age. For the last 9 years, I've been working for 3 straight, back to back Jewish owners. Before that, I don't think I've ever worked for a Jewish owner. Any place that's ever ordered food before that, tip the delivery guys. Here, and at these places, I'm not going to say here, at these places, they burn through Uber accounts and DoorDash accounts and Eat24 accounts and Seamless accounts because they don't tip and because the drivers have stopped refusing to take our orders when they see the stress.
Right.
And this is at 3 different jobs.
Wow.
All right. 3 different jobs. Mind you, the non-Jewish personnel, when they order food, we tip whatever, but it's literally caused problems at my job because people won't accept my DoorDash order when they see that address.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. So, at any rate, that got me thinking, is that more on the truth or is that a stereotype? That
everything is always going to be. Hey, look, everything is always going to be considered.
That's one of the oldest stereotypes. I'm sorry, I just got to say it. It's one of the oldest stereotypes.
It's always going to be considered a stereotype because it's not true for every single person of that origin.
Of course, but for a vast majority,
yes,
that you've known in your life,
yes,
Niz, that you've known in your life, have you known any of them just to be not cheap? So much cheap. I don't want to call it cheap. I'm gonna say frugal, or smarter with money than we are because we just give it away to drivers.
You know what's crazy? When I was working at sports and stuff, and I hosted a couple parties for like Jewish Families, they tip me. They weren't
They
cheap.
tip. They tip parties, occasions, things like that very well.
Yeah, they tip me.
It's small. It's deliveries on a smaller scale. I'm gonna give you a story, and this is absolutely may the Lord strike me dead if I'm lying. Story. All right. 3 years ago, snowstorm. In a snowstorm, a bad snowstorm, my bosses ordered Chinese food for the office, but they didn't want just any Chinese food. They wanted sushi. So they ordered sushi from a sushi spot. And we had, and in my building, you can only get to our building by going up a set of icy ass concrete steps and then walking up some wet ass fucking metal steps, 2 flights to get to our building, to get to our office.
Right.
$300 worth of food. The guy had to make 2 trips.
Damn.
They tipped him nothing.
Wow.
And yelled at him. When he said, "Oh, no tip," they screamed at him and they were very racist about it. Not my problem. You know, not get tipped, drive. That's exactly what the fuck they said to him.
Oh.
That was the day that I was like, yo, who the fuck am I working for?
So wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. They actually talked to him in his own language.
No, they did the broken Chinese like I just did. They did the broken Japanese voice like I did. They said, drive. Not everybody tip. That's exactly how they said it. And the guy was you could see the guy's eyes. He was so fucking offended. There was a girl that was working with us at the time. Her name was Bella. She went and chased the guy down the steps and gave him a $5 tip out of her own shit, out of food she wasn't even eating because she felt bad for him. All right, and they didn't tip and they felt fine. And I asked them, I was like, yo, that's fucked up. You know what they said? Fuck him. Fuck that motherfucker. You know how much money those fucking drivers make? They're fucking lying to you. They're caking it.
Wow.
Sorry. I do the part-time delivery driving. We're not caking it. We don't cake it. We don't cake it, motherfuckers. Y'all caking it, motherfuckers. Like
I was the at one point in time they called me the king of Zoomer.
And mind you, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. This is a place where literally the average salary in here is for non-Jewish personnel is 40 to 60,000, and for Jewish personnel, 150 to 200,000 a year. And they refuse to tip. And each one of them is making at least $150 a year. At least. I've seen the books, bro. Oh, just lost Jay. Just lost a host. But yeah, I've seen the books. Does that perpetuate a stereotype? Does that help perpetuate the stereotype here?
Oh yeah, it does.
It does, right?
It does.
So how am I supposed to know otherwise? Like how is anyone supposed to know otherwise? If someone hears that and someone hears this story and it's just honest, it's an honest 100% true fucking story, how is somebody supposed to say, well, they're not all cheap? Because I can tell you that almost all delivery drivers are treated like that by them. Anybody in small service positions, obviously waiters and stuff like that, they have to see face to face and have to spend time around you. They're going to treat it differently. Again, the same people who did that to a driver also took us out to a party for Colorado Cafe. Fully open bar, didn't have to tip anybody. They tipped them all at the end of the night, big giant fucking couple of $1,000 tip because it was a big party. Right. But these are the same people that did that racist ass shit to that delivery driver. Same people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It gets me wondering. I don't know. It gets me wondering, like how much of a stereotype is true. That's not the only one. We can move on from just this one. Let's go through some other stereotypes and see if they're true. Hold on.
Well, I got a list. We'll probably.
All right. So I'm gonna read off a stereotype or a stereotype situation, and you tell me if y'all believe it to be true or false.
I'm assuming this is about black people.
No, Mexicans living 50 to a crib.
Yo, look, you not go. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know too many Mexicans that I've seen that live with just their immediate family. There's always other families living in.
I'm from the Buzzard. You know, I'm from the Buzzard. I live next door to Mexicans, like in a row house. And when I say that there was a time that like I didn't see the same dude come in and go out for like 2 months straight. some dude went to go do an inspection. Somebody called the police on him or whatever. They did an inspection and they found the basement lined with mattresses. The entire basement just lined with mattresses. At least 20 or 30 in there.
Wow.
Not saying that's all of them. Again, it's not saying that's all of them, but that does help perpetuate the stereotype also, from my experience. Again, and I'm just
you gonna have to ask Paul. You have to ask Paul Rodriguez about that one.
That's kind of true. That one's kind of true.
Here's another one.
They do it for a reason.
Any woman that asks for the manager, or any white woman that asks for the manager, is considered a Karen.
Well, since 2019, yes, or 2020.
Yeah. So
stereotype. So basically, again, I'm gonna just put this out there. So these women aren't allowed to actually have a true problem with customer service and need to really truly speak with a manager without being denoted as a Karen.
That's what I was gonna say. Why are they asking for the? It depends why they asking for the manager though.
Well, here's
that's
the thing. You're assuming they're asking for the manager for a complaint, but
well, yeah, of course, yeah.
But here's the situation that goes both ways because black women that ask for the manager ain't nothing but angry black women. So
what do you call those? So what do you call those? Right? They're just angry black women. That's what you just call them. There's no
ghetto,
name for them?
ghetto. Because
for real?
Yes, because if a woman of color asks for the manager and she starts going off and her neck starts jerking like this or whatever, because that's what they do. That's our people.
Sassy black woman.
Sassy ass, like you a hood, you look, oh my God, here comes Bonquisha or whatever, and you get that nickname or whatever, like the black version of a Karen is like Bonquisha or give me one of them hood names out the hood or whatever, whatever. Yeah, it's the truth. So all Arabs and Muslims are terrorists.
That was my next one. All Muslims being labeled terrorists. Obviously, this one couldn't be farther from the truth because
that's false.
This is completely false because I know several Muslim people. None of them are fucking terrorists. One of them is arguably the nicest fucking lady I ever met in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, one of the nicest ladies I ever met in my fucking life. So I've never met a Muslim terrorist to this day.
Every person I know from like Middle East or Eastern Europe, European.
All about peace. Awesome.
Yeah. And by the way, the majority of the ones that I know, I ain't even gonna say the majority, all of them. I don't know any of them that don't. They all love this country. They love their country too. But they left their country because of how the love that and what the freedom and the opportunities that they were able to get in this country. They don't want to blow it up. Y'all stupid as hell to even believe that because they don't want to blow the country up. They actually want to thrive and be able to bring their family over here to experience what they may have been able to make and everything over here. So, what about Asians being good at math and eating rice and driving slow
and having little meats?
Yeah.
Those
having no asses.
Yo, stop.
Which is why their eyes be looking like this and shit.
This is where we just lost the podcast, guys.
Yep.
So thank you guys.
It's been real. It's been real, man. It's been a great run. 16 episodes, man. I didn't think we'd make it this far. Hey, that's that's almost the equivalent of 2 seasons of any show that was made after 2016 because they only do like short 8, 9, 10 episodes seasons. Yeah. So hey.
Now I'm gonna be honest. I've never driven in a car with an Asian person. I've had my fair share of assholes cut me off or see a driver do stupid shit. 99% of the time they weren't Asian. I've never ran across an Asian bad driver in my entire life.
That I can tell, but I ain't gonna lie. Here's the thing. I have been on the road and it'd be an Asian lady or something like that. And I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this person? I don't know who they are yet. I get up beside them and she like this on the steering wheel, like this. And
that's old. That's every old person ever.
Oh, they don't have to be old. They can be middle-aged too, but they be like up on the steering wheel like this. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If they were to hit a wall, dead on sight.
My girl's mother does that. It scares the shit out of me. She comes. If I see her coming into the driveway and she's like this right on the wheel, and I'm like, that airbag goes off, like you're gonna become a pet dispenser. That's just gonna be.
There's so much space, this much space between that and the steering wheel that Yo, if the airbag wasn't deployed, you'd hit the steering wheel before it did. There's no way that airbag's coming out quick enough to save you. You're dead. So
Pretty much.
yeah.
Here's another stereotype. Old people are annoying.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
No?
I don't agree with
All
that.
right. Yeah. So moving on. All cops being racist.
I don't agree
I don't
with
agree
that
with
either.
that because I know a lot of cops. I know a lot
I don't
of
agree with
cops,
that either.
so.
Yeah, my father was a cop, and
Yeah.
so I definitely don't agree with that. Politicians, you mentioned this earlier. I was going to use this as a segue. Politicians being corrupt. In my experience, absolute power does corrupt absolutely, and I don't give a shit whether you're a city councilman. You're in it not just to try to help people. Nobody wants to waste their time and make shit pay just to help people. You want some kind of power. You want some kind of say. You want somebody to come to you for something and need your approval for it. Right? That's pretty much the goal of politics, if you think about it. You want to get into a position of power to speak for a bunch of people. That's what the fuck you want to do. Because people who want to reach those bunch of people will give you money to do it, to tell them that message. So that's to me, that's always been politics.
That's where the money is generated from. Because you ain't making no money.
I think if I had to put a number on it, about 2% of Washington is non-corrupt.
It's probably more than that, but a lot of it is because it recycles, because as you start to garner more accolades, you become corrupt. Like there's people that come into Washington green and they really do want to help people, but they eventually
they want to help people until they get that first campaign push. First they get that first campaign dollars.
Right.
And you see how much, and you start building war chests, shit called war chests, and you get involved in super PACs, and you're like, oh, this company just wants to give me $35 million to advertise, but I only need 20. What do I do with the other 15? That's when that helping people stops. After that, the only people you want to help is your family and your friends.
Well, that's what I said. Like when you come into Washington, like if you come into Washington and it's your first year doing whatever, you're an alderman, you're a senator, you're some sort of politician, whatever that role is, you come in green. You don't really know what it's really like until you get in there. It's the same thing as like sports. You coming into an organization, you just got drafted to the Knicks. You come in green. You don't really know how bad it is or how much the league really sucks until you actually get into it and start to, experience it for yourself. It's always different from the outside as opposed to being on the inside. But
that's true.
All Irish people are drunk. Tommy, Tommy, would you like to speak on this?
All right. My mom's half Irish. I can tell you that Irish people on her side of the family love to drink.
Yeah.
I've never met an Irish dude who did not want to have a drink with me.
Me either.
I would probably say that's not a stereotype. That's closer to true.
Okay.
But it's not every Irish person, because I'm not a drinker. I'm half Irish, but I drink sometimes, but I'm not a drinker. But
ooh, I got a good one. All blondes are unintelligent.
okay, I am going to go on record here because of hair dye. All right, hair dye does not make a brunette stupid, but
right. I ain't gonna lie. I know some very, very dumb ass blondes though.
But I know a couple of very smart ones too.
Okay.
I know a couple of very smart ones, but I know some extremely fucking dumb ones. I'll give the initials of LD as one. So Jay would know who the fuck that is.
I'm not going there.
All right. So that's just one of the many. But yeah, I think that's a stereotype as well. I don't know where it even came from. I tried to look up the etymology of that a while ago, and nobody knows where it fucking came from.
What about kids? Kids hating to eat vegetables.
That's a fact.
I hated them.
Me too.
I hate them
Me
now.
too. But I had a boss ass dog.
I like them now. I love them now.
I had a boss ass dog named Roy that used to eat my vegetables, Joe. Like, he played me one night. There was one night they gave me some vegetables. He liked their shits, and I tried to hide up under the steps. And my father found it, beat my ass. But But most of the time he'll eat my vegetables for me and shit. I'll slip them shits like sleight of hand type shit. Here you go, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, now even now, I don't really fucking like vegetables. I eat them because I have to eat them, not because I want to eat them. Like, don't think that I'm ever fucking just got finished smoking. I'm like, I can't wait to have a salad, or I'll love a head of lettuce. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that shit. No one wants
definitely
that.
not.
Yeah. So yeah. Here's another one, yo.
Go ahead.
White people not seasoning their food. Okay. Guys, I need you to look at something here, guys. Pretty fucking white. I season my food, man. Yo, we all season our food. It just ain't seasoned the way y'all season it. It's just we season it a little different.
Yeah, I don't like the argument for the simple fact that, like, all right, like I've been to Canada, right? And if you go to McDonald's in Canada, it don't taste nothing like the American version of McDonald's. Like, the food is different. Worse. It's worse because we're not used to it. I don't know if it's worse because I'm not from Canada, so the food is seasoned different. It tastes different because Canadian beef and stuff like that or whatever it's different. It is different. Like, like Canadian bacon.
So you didn't like it, right? Bacon. You didn't like it. You didn't like it, right?
Here's the thing. I like Canadian food. I don't like Canadian versions of Americanized restaurants. Yes, there are Americanized restaurants that are here in the States, taste different over there.
Well, okay, so you know how, like, America, right? America has, you think of America, again, here's an American stereotype. You think of America, you think of hot dogs, burgers, fries.
Yeah.
Right? When you go to Canada, what do they think of? What do they think of? Moose, deer?
Hockey.
You can't eat hockey, motherfucker.
Oh, food? Food?
Yeah, food.
Yeah.
Like, what's the traditional Canadian food? No, you never found out?
Maple syrup.
What do we have for dinner tonight? He's got a bottle of log cabin. Here you go, honey.
That's the truth, though. That's their claim to fame, yo. Is that maple syrup, bro? That maple syrup is Canadian all the way.
Why does America have all the fat ass foods?
Because we're fat. You look at the statistics, nigga.
Like you think of France, you think of croissants. You think of Italy, you think of pizza, pasta. Here we got burgers, fries, shakes.
Yeah, but the problem is that pasta is fattening as hell. But
Italians, hot dogs.
Italians eat in moderation or whatever. Americans, we have my 600-pound life.
Yeah, that's true.
Greedy and spoiled. That's Americans.
Yeah.
Entitled.
Yeah.
Never enough, never enough. And we live in a vacuum. It's a microwave society. We want it now. We want it now. We want it now. We're impatient.
This is gonna be off topic. I want to ask you guys this.
Don't go too
this is real quick off topic. We'll jump back to the stereotypes in a second.
Yeah.
If somebody came up to you and gave you $1 and was like, you can give me back that $1, and somebody who you don't know, who you'll never meet, who just died somewhere in the hospital will get their life back, would you give them back the $1?
Do I have money already, or is that $1 all?
You have your normal regular amount of money that you have now.
Who was the person that died?
You don't know.
You don't know.
The thing. You'll never know them. You'll never meet them. They'll never be able to say thank you or appreciate what you're doing for them.
Yeah, I'd give them $1. Hell yeah.
I don't know because that person who come back to life could be a killer or something.
No, let's just say he's just literally just a random person in the hospital. It's not even that kind of question. Let's just say it's a random old lady in the hospital.
Yeah, I'll get $1 back.
Okay, what about $1 million? So they gave you $1 million. Would you give the $1 million back to save 1 million lives?
No.
500,000? What's the number, guys? What's the number, you guys? What's the teetering number that you're gonna give it back or not give it back?
$5.
Probably $25. $25. Maybe 25 bucks.
So he's telling me $6. If somebody says you get $6, you can save 6 lives. You're gonna be like, give me the $6. I'm going to buy a lot of it.
Wait, but hold on. Let me ask you this question though. Yo, Tom. What if they give you if they give you the money first and then ask you the question instead of like, all right, I'll hold the money and be like, here's the money in my hand. I'm gonna give you if your number is 5. I'm gonna give you this $5, but I'll take it back if you want to just save 5 lives or whatever that you're never gonna meet. Everything that Dave said or whatever.
Yep.
Or whatever. But if they give you the money first and you got it in your hand, you're probably gonna be like,
I'm not giving it back. don't know. It'll be more than $5. I'm just joking. I don't know.
Is there a realistic number though? Like 10,000 people, 10,000 lives?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. But see, but here's the thing that Dave is trying to get at. It all equates to $1. It's just a matter of the amount of lives that you're willing to save.
And you're willing to save for your own skin, for your own shit, your own well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I would probably, man, that would be tough, man. I'm not gonna
My
lie.
number is 200,000.
So $200 or $1,000 or whatever, you like fucking I'm taking the money.
I could do so much with $200,000. I'm sorry. I could probably start a company, grow it, and then who knows? Maybe try to sue more people. Who knows?
Wow.
Yeah, $200,000. Because I thought about this for like a day. I thought about this like a whole fucking day, and I settled on $200,000.
That's a great question, yo. That's a great question.
Seriously, yo. Yeah.
All right, go back.
Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, let's go back to canceling our show. Let's go back to getting banned.
Women can't do it. Women
fried chicken.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Now,
Black people.
I will say this: I'm not black, but
I didn't hear the question. I didn't hear.
Black people loving fried chicken. Stereotype.
Oh, that's true.
All right, black people selling drugs, dealing drugs.
Nah.
We
all do.
All races do. Yeah.
All right, Mexicans wearing shorts and sandals in the winter.
I see more white people do that than Mexicans.
That was a white people thing for me.
Yo, where do you see these white people?
All over.
You ever see Joey and you ever see Big Joe coming outside his shorts? Or Joey?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Oh fuck. Yes. Okay. So I take that back because I've never done that. Maybe I'm just not a shorts guy though. So.
Yeah, I have. White people do that shit all the time, yo. All the time, yo.
I seen him at Walmart the other day with shorts on, and a jacket and a Scully. Like, that's retarded.
Like, what do you? Like, I don't get it, yo. Like, your lower half is already hot. You ain't gotta warm your legs up. Yeah, seriously.
All right, here's another one. All Asians know karate.
I almost feel like it's disrespectful to their race if they don't. I feel like it's disrespectful to their race if they don't.
Let's say you in Starbucks or some shit, and some Asian dude cut you in line, yo. Right? Are you gonna think twice about fighting him? Like you fucked up? Like, are you just gonna let him have your spot, or are you gonna say something?
Nah, I'll say something, but I might regret it later.
Yeah, people like this. If it goes like this,
for real,
you're good, right?
No, but let me tell you something. I saw a TV show. I saw a show one time. I think it might have been Fresh Off the Boat. Yo, and the dude did some disrespectful ass shit to him in the lunchroom, and he was like, "Wow!" He was like, "Oh shit!" Yo, he was like, "I don't even know karate."
Yo, you see that? You saw the clip I put in the chat room, Revenge of the Nerds, where that dude was like, "Do you know karate?" He was like, "No."
Yeah.
With that jock strap on his head. That's what made me.
Yo, word up.
Oh
man,
that's one of the oldest stereotypes too. They're always heard.
Yeah,
that's one of the older ones I've always heard.
They're all good at math. Not all of them are good at math. I knew one Asian kid that wasn't that good at math. So just yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna say his name because he was actually a pretty cool dude, but yeah.
What about all guys with glasses being geeks?
No.
Hey, that's not true.
I used to think that until I had to wear glasses. So no.
Well, I mean, that just happened.
I'm just fucking with you, Niz.
Nah. Now people wear glasses without lenses in them.
Nah, you know why? Because Superman wear glasses, bro. That's why.
Huh?
Superman wore glasses.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Glasses don't mean shit, bro.
Geek. Clark Kent was a geek. He had to be Superman and not be a geek. So I don't think that's not a good example because Clark Kent was a geek. That's why he had to be Superman. He couldn't get Lois Lane without being Superman. When he was Clark Kent, he wasn't tapping that ass. Yeah.
Now that she know he's Superman, he tapping that ass.
That's different, though. That's different because
people like bend over. Put them glasses on, bend over.
No question. That never made sense to me. Superman thing. I don't know why.
Me neither, yo. Like the old Supermans too. Well, that whole Superman just with the glasses, I'm gonna take my glasses off, and you're supposed to be the world's greatest reporter. You can't see the fucking similarities between the two.
I never got it. I never understood it.
Yeah, word up.
Anyway,
Go ahead. What about
What else do we have
women not being smarter than men? That's
false.
an old adage. That's an old
that-
adage.
Yeah, that's false. I think women were never given the opportunities to show that they were as smart as men.
And look at now that they are. Most women make more money than me. My wife make more money than I do.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shit.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah. So here's what
And
it is.
their insurance is cheaper.
Which is crazy.
This is true. And you know what? And then, the car insurance. Yeah, the car insurance.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mhm.
You know why? Because think about it. Here's another stereotype. You ever see any female racers? Like, you see it on Fast and the Furious and shit, but let's be realistic. You ever race a chick? I raced one chick in my life, Kelly Ross. Remember Kelly Ross?
Yeah.
I raced her one time. I lost, but she had a newer car, yo. She had a newer car, but I still lost. But she wasn't a racer chick. We were just
Right.
racing home from work one day. So,
Right.
but yeah, other than that, no. I've never seen a racer chick. So yeah, no. I don't believe that's a stereotype.
What about all people in England having bad teeth?
Nah.
I've never been to England, and I've never really met an English. I met 2 English people, but
I've seen some people that from the UK or whatever the case. Like they live in America, but whatever. But they because they don't take care of their teeth like that out there.
Did you ever ask them why?
No. I never had that
See,
conversation.
I'm looking at
what you want me to be like, yo? Your teeth is fucked up, man. What's going on? Yo, take care of this shit. No. I'm
the asshole that would ask why.
I know some people. Their teeth be like this and shit. Like they smile and be like this and like, damn, yo, the fuck is wrong with your teeth? Like, yo,
is that stereotype from Austin Powers though?
Probably.
He perpetuated it.
Yeah.
He obviously just used that as part of the caricature of the fucking character.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
What else?
Yeah.
What else we got?
That's very offensive if you think about it.
It is.
It's so
we didn't touch on religion. Any religious stereotypes? I know I got a few of them because black churches always be hella lit, and they be wilding out in black churches, and white churches be mad reserved and shit. You go to mass, you be like, oh, and
white church is
white
church is boring.
Oh Jesus, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. That black churches be hella. So my church be turned up.
I remember one time I was laughing. I was laughing at one of the services that I went to with Manna because they were singing some hymn or something, but there was an old man on the stage, really old man too. He was like Monopoly guy, old as hell, right? But he was the singer. There was a lady playing an organ, and then there was a dude reading from Psalms in a book. And every time he would read a psalm, the old man would go, "We praise the Lord." He did that shit like 30 fucking times in a row. It was like literally
that's all he did?
Yes. And I was laughing by like the 8th, 9th time I was dying. And man, it was like, stop. You're being disrespectful. But I couldn't help it. Yeah. I was like, this is the funniest shit I ever seen in a white person church. Other than that, they've all been boring as shit. It's just they read. And then I ain't gonna lie, every once in a while they told a little story, like a personal little anecdote. And it was, they obviously you can't be a preacher if you can't talk to people. So they obviously know how to talk to people. The story would be good, but once they get into all the religious stuff is where I got lost. That's why I would be like, okay, just hurry up and get this over with. Football started in about 20 minutes. Hurry up. So
nah, but that I ain't gonna lie, that's a stereotype. And I don't know it to be 100% true because I know there are some white churches, especially in the South, depending on where you live, geographic wise or whatever. I think people up north are
you're talking like the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, like down south.
Those motherfuckers.
Down south, them niggas be having church down south.
Yo, you know about Westboro, right? That motherfucking super duper ultra racist anti-gay church.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
That motherfucker, that church, they motherfuckers be live. They be live.
They be for the wrong reasons. Exercise the demons. They be exercising the demon out of people.
And as long as that demon is black or gay, they don't give a fuck. They try to exercise that shit. Exercise that shit. Yeah, shout out to religion, but fuck you, the Westboro Baptist Church. Sorry, most racist church in fucking America. Fuck you. Yeah. All right, so moving on.
Yep.
What other stereotypes we got, yo?
Let's see. I had a list here.
Indians. All Indians either owning gas stations or 7-Elevens.
Okay.
Or working there.
I'm sorry to say, but it's true.
I'm sorry to say, but it is also true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but until I meet a white 7-Eleven guy behind the counter, that's the only white dude there. It's true because literally every one of them around my area is owned by them, and I go to like 7 or 8 of them.
I'm lying. The 7-Eleven downtown Brunswick by my job, it's no Indians that work there. It's black.
So you mean it's
white
like in a
Spanish cat?
It's probably owned by Rutgers then, right? Is it part of
I'm not sure.
dorm?
Yeah, it's attached to Rockoff Hall.
Yeah.
So it's owned by Rutgers. So
it's downstairs. Okay. It's downstairs on the first floor.
Yeah. But that's the only 7-Eleven I've been to where that's the case. So
gas
yeah, I agree
not
with
so
that.
much anymore on that stereotype, but 7-Elevens, convenience stores for sure. Yo.
Oh, Krausers, yeah,
they got it. If they don't own all of them, they got a good percentage on lock. Yeah, straight up.
Black people in grape soda.
What is it?
Black people in grape soda and
I was gonna say black people working at White
man,
Castle.
that's a stereotype because I like grape soda, but I don't love it. Like the last time I had grape soda was probably 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I like grape soda, but I find it to be too sweet.
Yeah, it's way too sweet.
It's way too sweet. It's like I don't know, just too sweet. It's like they put all the flavors into that
then
one.
Never mind, then it's a true stereotype because niggas always got sugar. Niggas always got diabetes. You know, black people would be the majority race right now if they wasn't dying from diabetes. And high blood pressure. You know my blood pressure. Black people always talk about their blood pressure. You know my blood pressure is up. You know I got sugar because that's what black people call it sugar.
They call it sugar. Yeah,
they don't call it diabetes. They call it sugar.
Yeah, you gotta get the sugar.
Yeah. My sugar is high. Ooh, my sugar is low. I gotta eat a piece of candy out of my sugar is low. Black people been doing this since the beginning of time. Talking about their sugar.
for generations.
Yeah. Yep. Mexicans coming into this country illegally. All Mexicans
this is fact because I've worked with dozens of them.
Yeah, but
doesn't make them bad people. It didn't make them bad people. I don't know any rapist Mexicans.
Right.
I probably met a few, but I don't know any. Like to say, oh yeah, I saw him rape or he was talking about rape. But yeah, they're here illegal.
Right.
I actually like Mexicans and
me too. They work hard.
Hispanics.
They don't complain, yo.
Yeah,
like I hate people that complain at work. Like you're getting paid. Shut the fuck up. Like I hate people that get paid and they complain about you gotta do all this shit. Motherfucker, you have a choice. Go home and not do shit.
Yeah.
Like Mexicans, you ain't never gotta say that. You ain't gotta say nothing to them. They work and shut the fuck up. Work.
Yeah, I've never heard a Mexican complain about his workload, ever.
No, one.
Ever.
Thomas has heard one.
Oh yeah, I did at FedEx.
FedEx broke one.
Yeah,
FedEx.
But wait a minute, he didn't complain. He just was laid the fuck out. He was laid out.
No, he was like, he's hot, bro. So he said, "I'm tired,
I'm tired, bro." I was like, he was sitting in the trailer like Indian style.
Defeated.
Did he not have every right to say those words?
He had every right. I said, "Wow, he probably broke one."
I've been in those trailers, man.
But Thomas told me that. I ain't gonna lie. Thomas told me that. I didn't believe him. I was like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah.
It took me a while to believe him. Like, okay, yo, it sounds legit. They broke one.
Yeah.
FedEx.
I can't believe it.
He didn't quit though.
FedEx. FedEx been breaking one.
He was like, "I'm tired, bro." I was like, "Damn, yo, he broke one. How?"
All right, let's move on from this subject, man. We already getting canceled, so I mean, I know we're going in, but
yeah, might as well
move on. So the Super Bowl is coming, and as we all are accustomed to doing, obviously for every Super Bowl season, I know me personally is getting together with friends, family, church family, whoever you do. I know recently I've been going to a lot of church functions because us as fellas, we haven't been getting together and didn't have the means to do so. Or Paul and Lee didn't want to invite us to the crib. But now that we really can't get together like that, man, for these big games, how are we partying? How are we doing? And I mean, I know some of us have a media family and enough people that are going to get together to make it worthwhile. But those of us, that may not have that, the numbers, what are we doing, man? Virtually, like,
But I love y'all, but I ain't doing shit virtually. I'm gonna have basically Mike here. Mike's gonna be here. Probably Liana, maybe Michelle, her man. That's it. No, there's no party.
Gotcha.
But you know what? That was about the same crowd as last year. I think Shauna and whatchamacallit came. Shauna and her now husband. Demiao. Shout out to Demiao.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's
came.
just, yeah. I mean,
I've never been a big party guy anyway, though. I'll be honest with you. I've never been like a big, like I hated. There was one year we had a Super Bowl party here. Oh my God, yo, they had music blasting while the game was on. I'm sitting on the couch downstairs watching the game, and it's a gaggle of chicks. I ain't gonna say their names, but they were younger at the time. They were in their teenage years. This is when I was early on, and they were all just having a loud teenage girl conversation over the game. Yo, halftime, I snuck upstairs and watched the rest of the game upstairs in my room, yo. While everybody else downstairs just turned it into party area.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I was mad, party. But I was like,
understand the Super Bowl is sacred, and as far as I'm concerned, it culminates the season that
even the commercials.
Well, that's what I was getting to. You shut the fuck up during the commercial break too. Like when the game goes off, that ain't the time to talk to people. Shut the fuck up. The commercials is on. So,
yo, I want to get like a wooden backhand, like to like slide my thing so I could backhand people and have it be wood. Because if I see a Marvel Studios logo come up and somebody's talking, they getting backhanded, bro. Like when Marvel comes on the screen, you shut the fuck up until something else comes on the screen other than Marvel property. Because I know they're gonna have the Eternals trailer most likely. The Venom trailer's dropping for sure. That's what I'm looking forward to. Other than my squad finally bringing one home, and shutting up every fucking Jets fan. The only argument they'll ever have, But yeah.
I wouldn't even want to watch.
I'm not gonna be doing much. I'm not gonna be doing much as far as like a virtual thing. I'll probably jump on after the game with y'all, like talk shit. But yeah, you doing anything? You doing anything virtually? Setting up Zoom cameras, FaceTimes?
I know my church was trying to do something virtually because, like I said, they all get together and stuff, like the deacons and stuff, like all the dudes or whatever in the church. We all get together to watch the game or whatever. The last few years we have, because I haven't been doing anything with y'all, so. I look forward to really hanging with y'all.
But y'all used to do it in person, though. You never did it virtually over Zoom.
No, we used to do it. We used to be right at the church or whatever in the downstairs fellowship hall, and we watched the game on the big screen down there or whatever. And all the women, everybody would like cook. People would bring dishes and food, and be wings, pizza, all kind of stuff. So it was pretty dope, But like I said, this year with the fact that obviously we're not getting together. They was talking about doing stuff like, on Zoom or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be in the game. I don't want to be looking at what's going on the computer screen or whatever. I'm in the game, so I'm better off just texting, us texting each other, like, because we have a chat too where we text each other on Sundays when the games is going on.
Well, yeah.
So that's how we usually communicate. So doing the Zoom thing or whatever is going to be dumb because there'll probably be women in there and they don't care about the game. They don't give a damn. They just there because we all there. So it is what it is. But now, just more or less, I guess, how everybody's trying to, try to stay safe and still get together or whatever in whatever way. But, that's pretty much that. So, but yeah.
We was when we was at Ellery's last week, we brought it up to Tommy, like, yo, how much would it be to rent that upstairs room with the bills make it? But he was like, somebody already does it every year.
Damn.
He said he'll talk to the dude, though. He'll give it up. We'll work it out when he's just there. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. I'll invite him. He gives me that spot. I'll invite him. I'll be like, yo, you get to watch the Super Bowl for free. One other person could come. Wear a mask.
Yeah, because I felt safe. I felt safe there when we was there last week. I felt straight. I was good.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I was a little trepidatious at first, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of eased into it. Mike showed up. Drew was there. We were just kicking it, yo. Plus, it was like everything socially distanced. What scared me, though, was the waiter coming up saying, yeah, man, had that COVID shit a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that scared me, too.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing
I forgot his name. Tommy's boy that works there. I forgot his name.
Tommy's homie, yeah.
Oh, you talking about ain't his name Jason too? Ain't his name Jason?
I think so, maybe.
I forget.
I can't remember now. I know you're talking about though, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was like, bro. But then he said, then he
stocky
told
dude.
me, he had already
Yeah.
healed up from it. He healed up from it a few weeks ago. So he's got antibodies. He's good for the next few months.
And he had a mask on, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, and he had a mask on. So
Right.
but they were very safe with everything, man. Nobody sitting at the bar. It was a nut show. The bar completely. Yeah, you can't sit at the bar.
No chairs. The
Oh,
bar didn't have chairs.
Yeah.
I was
And the
at
bar had no chairs. You can't stand at the bar. You had to sit at tables only. Spread out.
Oh, damn. Oh, so they changed it up because when I went in there to get Tori's pizza that time, and I bought it home, and he was like, "Yo, man, have a drink, man." I was like, "All right, I'll have a drink or whatever." I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous though. I was like, "Ugh." I only came here to pick this food up and be out and just say what's up to my boy. But yeah, they just had like the chairs 6 feet apart. Like in regards to it, like you'd have 2 chairs if you were with somebody, or it was just a single chair, it would just be you. But they had it 6 feet apart, and they had the other stool just turned up over. So no chairs at the bar now?
Nope.
Chairs at the bar.
But you can still sit outside, and they got a bar outside.
Was fine.
Yeah,
outside
was
was regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and they got the heaters out there, right? Yeah, they got the heaters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Like, I mean, look, it's crazy. I kid you not, man. I'm really, really looking forward to just getting back to normal, man. I'm tired of this shit. but I'm mindful of it, man. It's no joke, man. So I take it serious, but I try my best not to make any unnecessary moves if at all possible, because these people at my job don't care, yo.
They don't, yo.
Don't
they
care.
Don't give a fuck.
They don't care. It's all
when
about
you're at
that
your
money.
job. When you're at your job, you're masked all day, right?
Only not at my station. Not where I remember. I'm in an office. Me and Laura share an office. So it's just the 2 of us, and we're both negative or whatever. But again, Laura has, she has people at her house all the time and stuff like that or whatever. So
it's probably like licking toilet bowls and shit like that.
Okay, well, we'll try to do better next time.
Yo, one more thing I wanted to bring up, yo. One more thing. Breaking news: Trump campaign paid organizers of pre-riot rally $2.7 million.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Repeat that.
Trump's campaign paid organizers of the pre-riot rally that breached the Capitol $2.7 million.
Oh, we knew they got paid. Yeah, we knew there was money getting handed out for that. No question. I hope they paid bail money for the niggas that got caught, because niggas.
The guy in the horns was like, "I feel like a fool for being duped by Trump because Trump didn't pardon him. He's still in jail."
Motherfucker, a 5-year-old with a shiny spoon could dupe him. It's fucking doof.
Idiots, yo.
Anyway.
And deserving to be exactly where they are. But hey, man, that's our politics in a nutshell. So
that's it.
It is what it is. We're done with that though. So hey, man,
Thank
fellas,
God.
it's been real.
It's been real.
So
did we pick the Packers game or no?
No, we didn't. And I do want to say one thing on that. I'm sorry, we sure as hell didn't. I do want to say one thing on that. If Bucks win and we win and Brady beats us, I'm gonna fucking kill Tom Brady. I don't mean that as a euphemism. I'm gonna fucking kill Tom Brady. All right, there.
Wow,
So
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah. Brady beats us for a fucking Super Bowl in another fucking conference with virtually the same team as us. No run game, awesome defense, good receivers.
They have a little more of a run game than y'all do. A little bit.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you that because I hate Singletary so much.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Moss will be there. Maybe Moss will be back by then.
They yeah, I look, I like the way the Bucks have been playing, but man, I'm gonna tell you right now, until somebody shows me different about the Packers, man, it's the Packers. I don't know.
Super Bowl. If it's Bills and Packers, you taking Packers? What a fucking good Super Bowl. Oh my God. You know what? They ought to just move that shit to like a cold ass fucking city instead of Tampa.
Yo, there's stories no matter what. Like, no matter what, it don't matter what 4 teams come out, it's going to be a dope game regardless. The 4 teams remaining are amazing.
I think Bucks are going to give the least exciting performances. I think I don't want to see the Bucks in the Super Bowl, and it's not just the Brady factor, just the boring factor. I'd rather see Rodgers in it. Yeah. If I'm going to face anybody, I want to face the best. I want to face Rodgers, yo. I don't want to face Brady. So
like side stories on this. We got Bucks with Antonio Brown with all the nonsense that he's put the league through him, for him to get to a Super Bowl or have the opportunity to win a Super Bowl. Then if they play the Chiefs, you got Le'Veon Bell, who's on that team or whatever, who literally extradited from the Jets, even though he's been really a non-factor with the Chiefs, but he's still getting a ring if they win. So the fact that the two of them can stand in Tampa together and say, look where we made it from, leaving the Steelers behind and whatever nonsense that transpired with their exits from there and the teams that they were on. Obviously, Antonio Brown being the Patriots, the Raiders, and all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. So it's just crazy for them to be able to come full circle. Now, if you got the Bills, obviously, we already know what's going on with the Bills organization, the four falls of Buffalo. At that point in time, obviously,
thanks for bringing that up, Jay.
I'm just saying it's a part of the story. It's a huge part of the story because at that point in time, this is a way to right that ship. If y'all win this, I believe it, and I 100% honestly believe that you have righted all the 4 losses that you had in the Super Bowl, which, by the way, really is 3.5 because the first one you should have won. That's y'all fault. Y'all lost that game. So
and the fourth one, I think we should have won the fourth one too. I don't know what the fuck we did the second half.
Second half, well, y'all got
second half. We fell apart, bro.
Yeah. But either way, I think it writes. I think it honestly erases those 4 losses if you win this one because, again, the nonsense that we've gone through in this country with the COVID and everything else or whatever, man, I think it just has that much significance, especially from a football standpoint. Look how much has had to change in football, more so than basketball because they were in a bubble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so nobody tested positive in the bubble, but in NFL, there's been all kinds of rearrangements, changes, and moving of the schedule and everything or whatever. I just think it makes a huge difference. Winning this, whoever wins this Super Bowl, it's going to be it's going to be great. It's going to be an achievement for real.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all got anything else? What y'all got?
Oh, good.
I'm picking the Packers. I'm taking the Packers.
Taking the Packers too.
I'm taking the Packers in Buffalo tomorrow.
Fuck Brady.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brady. I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, I think Brady. I think Brady is done enough, but I don't think they could beat. I don't think they could beat the Packers, yo. I really don't. They're just
You think the Bucks could beat us?
No.
Nah.
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Mm-mm.
Me neither.
No.
But
If the
I
Bucks,
just don't want to see Brady
Bucks
there.
find a way to win that game, yo, they're gonna lose to whoever comes out of the AFC. Whoever's coming out of the AFC is better than the Bucks, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Man. Look, I would love to hold this over your head, but I believe it's time for you to finally deserve or finally join the winning. Now, don't get me wrong. Again,
Not just for me, for all Bills fans, for Vern, man, for motherfucking. Remember Chris Cardone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
all the
Bills
Bills fans.
One of the dudes on my job,
man.
yo. One of the dudes on my job, he a Bills fan. Matter of fact, his fake name is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
At our job, his fake name is Josh Allen. Dead serious.
Is he a true Bills fan though? Or is he just a dick?
Nah. He's a true Bills fan. Look, hold on, look. You can see it. You can see the name right there, Josh Allen.
Wow.
That's his name.
Wow.
That's his real name, yo. On the thing, his real name is Keith or whatever. But and him and his brother work at the job or whatever. His brother is he's a 49ers fan.
Oh, damn, how crazy is that? My brother's a 49ers fan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jason, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit,
yep. His name is Kevin. Yep, his name is Kevin. He a 49ers fan. So he's the retention manager or whatever. And so, yeah, that's crazy, yo. All right, fellas, yo, we're going to try to do better next time, man. It's been
All
right. Yo, Dave, man, we're gonna be dropping in for dance.
Give me about 30 minutes, man, because I gotta take care of some
some extracurricular stuff that maybe you could do in Colorado with no penalties.
Possibly doing something of those long lines.
Yo, before we go, man, shout out to Virginia. Shout out to who else joined the gambling ring this week? There's a few other states that are able to legally gamble now, whatever, on sports betting and everything or whatever.
All
Virginia
falling down, man. Weed and gambling is gonna be the new thing in 20.
There's so much money in it, yo. $750 million a month in sports betting that Jersey is getting that the state right next door to us isn't getting because they refuse to do it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. New York should be getting this money.
Yo, all I know is if they're getting all this money, we should be getting some lower taxes. We should be getting paid more. That's
just give me my third stimulus check, man. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Hey, give me my nice stimulus check, yo.
R.I.P. Larry King, man.
Shit.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Larry King.
Larry King
Larry
passed.
King. Yeah,
Larry King died this morning.
Yes,
Wow.
After he got treated for COVID.
Man.
After he got treated for COVID.
Yeah. He got the vaccine.
Yeah. So did Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron got
it too.
Hank Aaron got the vaccine too. Dead.
He died of COVID, or he just died of natural causes?
I don't know.
I don't know. But it's kind of weird, right?
Kind of weird that they just less than a week from both getting the COVID vaccine.
It's a one-off. 4 million people's already got the fucking vaccine.
But here's the thing, though.
You got one death from it so far. So I'll take that.
Here's the thing, though. Hank Aaron was 86 and Larry King was 87. So
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Anyway. I mean, the fuse runs out, man. You know.
There it is. But anyway, RIP to both of those legends.
RIP to both of them, man. Waiting for that third one now, sadly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, unfortunately. And we're 3 days removed from Kobe Bryant's death, man. 3 days. From the 1 year anniversary of Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant. And of course, all the people that were on that helicopter as well, losing their lives. So, all right, man. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Been real.
Yep. All right. Later. Jay, I'll hit you up in the chat.
All right, peace.
All right, fellas.
Peace.